naman mahuhulaan nyo kung tungkol sa anong episode natin today. Oh, yung gitara. Should you try the piano? And can you play the piano kahit walang sheet music? Well, let's give that a try. Hey everyone, my name's Ellie, and welcome back to another episode of Try This Music. Today's episode ay para dyan sa mga mahilig mag-piano or if you're interested in learning the piano. It is true that pro pianists do learn how to read sheet music or learn how to read notes. Pro pianists can also tell that I do not read sheet music. But even though I don't read sheet music, I still am able to play the piano. But how am I able to do that? Well, there is what we call Ouido pianists. Or Ouido. Ouido pianists are people who can play the piano by ear or without needing or relying too much on the sheet music. Just like the guitar, you can also play chords on the piano. In fact, that was the way I learned how to play the piano. It's because I already learned the chords on the guitar, and I just had to figure out how to play those chords on the piano. And though yes, may mga advantages being a widow player, like you don't need to carry around the sheet music all the time, there are many disadvantages as well. Well, whether you learn how to play the piano by ear or you learn how to read sheet music, the piano is truly a beautiful, beautiful instrument. Now, to help us learn more about the piano and playing by ear, let's call on our guest, si Sir Boyet Salvachera.
Okay, so how did you start playing the piano? And please include how you can play without sheet music.
When we were kids, we were asked or we were taught to play the piano several times through tutorials, but I was the first to quit. Then I went playing the guitar, and later on I noticed nobody was playing the piano, so I started playing the piano by ear. Then later on I found out that you could also play the piano with chords. So I adapted the chords of the guitar to the piano. Just using my, just trying to find out how I could do it. That's all.
Does one necessarily need to learn notes to play the piano?
Not necessarily, because as I've said, and a lot of people do it. They just play by ear, and chord is just another way of playing it. Playing the piano. So, but there's a very big advantage if you know how to play by notes, because you can play almost any song, even if you're not familiar with a song, if you know how to play by notes.
Next, what's the best thing about the piano? 2 minutes now, pero
What's the
best thing about the piano?
Oh, the piano is such a great instrument. You can fill in all the details that you want. The only disadvantage that I don't like about the piano is if you can't bring it around with you. It's a good thing that we now have these electronic keyboards, which you could also switch playing into the piano. But you could express yourselves more with the piano than most instruments easily. The thing I like also about the piano is that my fingers don't ache compared to playing guitar.
What challenges did you face learning the piano?
Initially, the challenges was, because I first started playing by ear, is that you only have to be guided by what song you knew and how you could copy it or adapt it using the piano. Okay, then the next challenge was when I found out it could be played by chords. The only guide I had was that the right hand. Okay, so the left side of the hand, I didn't have any information as to do that, so I had to find out, listen by ear, how I could supplement that. Unlike today, you could just go on the internet and the chords are all there for the right and the left. There's no effort really. So those were the struggles actually in playing. And Of course, you have to know the song very well so that you can play it as closely as possible using even the chord. You're just using the chord as a guide, but you'll have to fill in the details with your ear. Those are the challenges that I first faced, that I face and still face actually as I play today. I got to know the song very well.
Okay. How did you overcome those challenges?
Practice, practice, practice. And I guess you just have to love music and love playing the piano.
Any tips or advice to those interested in the piano?
Well, as I said, you gotta love music. You gotta love playing the piano. You gotta put time into it. And as I've said, nowadays you can get all the things that you need all on the internet. So you won't have to, there's not much DIY that you need to do here. But still, you'll have to be a very good listener because you'll still have to need to fill in some of the details, some of the notes, some of the chords. Because when you play by chords, it's really just not complete detail. So that's not going to change. So you'll just really, really have to be into it. You really have to love the music. You really have to love the instrument.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for explaining all of that. Now, Sir Boyet actually has prepared a song for us today. So let's give our ears to Sir Boyet Salvatierra.
You are so beautiful. To me, you are so beautiful. To me, can't you see? Everything I hope for, you're everything I need. You are so beautiful. To me.
Ayan, thank you very much, Sir Boyet Salvatierra, for that beautiful tune. So if you are interested in that sound, in that style, if you're interested to learn sheet music or to be a widow player, then I highly recommend that you give the piano a try. Once again, thank you very much for watching this episode of Try This Music. And if you haven't yet, please like this video, comment down below, share this video with your musical friends, and subscribe to all our channels. Because you'll never know unless you try.